Hey, my friends, it's Mary here. So, I wanted to catch you up on the plan for the Blissipline Community starting in January of 2025. And we have some very, very exciting plans. So, first of all, I'm so pleased that we have completed our first year in the Blissipline Community. We started January of 2024. And we've accomplished a lot. And in the coming year, it's actually going to be even more. So starting in 2025, we have a lot of offerings. The very first one will be on January 1st, where we're just going to have a gathering and we can set intentions for the year and ground ourselves in some Blissipline practices to support the actual attainment of the things that you want and to honor your desires and your empower your choices. So it'll be a gathering on January 1st. And then the next week, on January 11th, our friend Jen, who created biographs, perhaps you came to last year's workshop, she's going to offer us a free workshop. This is her stuff. It's so fun and so colorful and so lovely. This is a technique. My kitties are having a little argument. Guys, relax. This is a technique for working through your mind. I find it so helpful. I do this practice with in fact, I've got one right here. I will show you real quick with all the kitties. This was, I was having a difficult moment. So this is a biograph I did last week to help work through the moment. And so what you do is you assign colors to various qualities. And then the moving of the cubes helps you think through in a way that is astonishing. So let me put that back. And so Jen is going to offer us a free workshop on that on January 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then the next week we start our very own Building Your Bliss practice. So the Building Your Bliss practice is going to build the foundation that we can use to practice for the rest of the year and the rest of our lives. I have been working very hard on putting it together for the last, I think, year and a half, actually, if I think back to when I started trying to figure out how to present this in a way that makes it accessible. I've tried out all the elements of it in the continuum group and in my small group, so we've been testing it. And January 20th, we launched that. Now, I'm going to present it live, but you do not need to be there live. The reason I'm presenting it live is I just feel kind of much more alive when I'm connected to other people, and sitting alone in this room, you know, although never quite alone. I just don't I don't do it as well, honestly. I do a better job. So I'm going to present it live in 8 modules weekly on Mondays at 11:30 Eastern. If you can come, great. If you can't come, don't worry about it. Because the real juice, the real deliciousness of the course is going to be in implementing the Blissipline practices in your own life. And I'll be showing you how to do that, okay? So that starts January 20th, and that takes us through 8 weeks, which is sometime in March or something. And then, this is my personal commitment. Following that, I'm going to continue to offer a weekly live something in Blissipline through the rest of 2025. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have done that before on things that I really want to develop momentum and strength, and it has worked. So the following ones, what will they be? I don't know. We're going to see what comes up, right? So if it turns out there are a lot of people with a specific question about this particular arena, we'll focus on that one week. If it turns out that there's something I'm really sensing it will be beneficial, we'll focus on that. If it's a practice thing where we're practicing what we have learned in Building Your Bliss, we'll focus on that. But the intention is to begin to really have Blissipline be the daily practice of your life. Just like when you eat, like you have to eat every day, right? Well, ideally you eat things that you enjoy and that make you feel good, right? Sometimes things you enjoy don't make you feel good, right? And then sometimes that you make you feel you don't really enjoy. So there's a sweet spot that we're trying to find, and Blissipline is like that too. We find practices that support our well-being and are delightful in the moment. And by the way, support our well-being and support our dreams. This is really about being able to say, yes, I, Mary, am living a life that reflects my values, that reflects my dreams, that reflects what's important to me. And I can feel my progress and I can feel my delight. So that's what 2025 is going to look like. And the first course, Building Your Bliss, starts the 20th, as I said, and I'll put a link somewhere around this video. And so the cost of the Building Your Bliss course, which includes lifetime membership in the Blissipline Community, and of course, if you're in the Blissipline Community already, you have access, so you don't have to do it again. The cost is $100, and if that is too much money, because sometimes it is, I have scholarships, so no worries. And if you're seeing this, you're like, I don't know. I even offer a money-back guarantee, although I totally have a catch, because in order to get your money back, and you get all of it back if you want, but you do have to demonstrate that you have tried the principles in the first 3 modules. And the reason I built that in is because a lot of us have very strong conditioning to avoid things that benefit us. So we're going to address that. We're going to address that in Building Your Bliss. We're going to meet you right where you are in any moment, and help you move in the direction of feeling better and therefore accomplishing. The twofold process of Blissipline is really important. Blissipline makes this twofold process. One, you can feel better before your life changes. You can. That is a skill that is attainable and it is worthwhile. And then 2, as you're feeling better, you are moved into a more empowered relationship with your life and can therefore change it the way you want to, with more skill, more ease, and more joy. That is the twofold process, like feel better right away and make the changes you want. And these are kind of a momentum building loop. I call it the golden spiral. As you do both of these, they build and build and build, and you can do more than you ever imagined. One of the things that one of my teachers, Julie Winter, said once, I wrote it down at the time in my notes, and I saw it over and over again, and now it is my truth too. She said to us, she said, hold your dreams lightly, or maybe that's the part I had added, but she said, I could never have envisioned the life I now have because I didn't know it existed. That's how I feel too. When she said that to me 20 years ago as a student to become a counselor, et cetera, now my life has gone in directions I never could have predicted. And so that's what we're doing here. We're stepping into ongoing possibilities for a life that honestly, you can't even predict from here. So I hope you'll join us. If you have any questions, you can reply to wherever you're seeing this. If it's on Facebook, post, reply that, tag me, because Facebook doesn't show things very often doesn't show things. If you're on YouTube, comment, I'll see it. And if you got this in an email, reply to the email, I'll see it. Any questions, let me know, and join me to build your bliss in 2025 and have it be a year that you just look back on and say,